After completing user management module, now we have proceed for making product management module. And under this module, we have start with creating product management component, which we will use for product data on web page, in data tables, with server-side processing of data. So for this, first we have goes into front-end directory, under this, we have goes into src directory. And under this, we have goes into component directory, and here, we have create new file, with name like ProductManagement.jsx file. Under this file, first we have to write, import statement with React library, and useEffect hook from React module. So here, we have brought in React core functionality along with, useEffect to handle side effects like, initializing the DataTables plugin, when the component loads. Next we have to write, destructuring import with link, from React router DOM. Therefore here, we have imported the link component to create navigation links for breadcrumbs, and ensuring smooth single-page app navigation. After this, we have to write, import statement for jQuery library, so here, we have included jQuery, which is needed for the DataTables plugin, to handle the manipulation, and event handling for the product table. Then we have to write, import statement for DataTables.NET Core library. Consequently here, we have brought in the main DataTables plugin, to enable advanced table features like sorting, searching, and server-side data processing, for displaying product data. Next we have to write, import statement for DataTables Net Bootstrap 5 integration. Thereby here, we have included Bootstrap 5 styling for data tables, which making the table look consistent, with the app responsive design, and Bootstrap components. After this, we have to write, import statement for Bootstrap style sheet file. Hence here, we have imported Bootstrap styles to ensure the table, card, buttons, and breadcrumbs have a clean, responsive look across different size devices. Then we have to write, function declaration for product management component. Therefore here, we have defined a React component, that displays, and manages a list of products in the POS system, using a DataTables power table. Next we have to write, return statement starting JSX for rendering the product management user interface. Consequently here, we have begun defining the page layout with a title, breadcrumbs, and a table. Inside the return, we have to write, React fragment, to wrap multiple elements. Thus here, we have grouped the heading, breadcrumbs, and card without adding extra DOM nodes, for a clean structure. Next we have to write, heading with top margin class. Consequently here, we have displayed the page title product management, with proper spacing from the top navigation bar. After the heading, we have to write, ordered list with Bootstrap breadcrumb classes, and bottom margin class. Thereby here, we have created a navigation trail, which showing the path from dashboard, to product management. Inside the breadcrumb, we have to write, first list item, with a link to dashboard page. Hence here, we have added a clickable link to navigate back to the main dashboard, and keeping navigation clear. Next we have to write, second breadcrumb item marked as active. Therefore here, we have shown product management as the current page, without a link, and clarifying the user position. After this, we have to write, Bootstrap card container. So here, we have created, a card to organize the product list with a header, and body for a professional look. Inside the card, we have to write, card header division tag. Consequently here, we have created a section for the table title, and future action buttons, with consistent styling. Inside the header, we have to write, Bootstrap row for horizontal layout. Thereby here, we have set up a grid to align the title, and potential action buttons side by side. In first column, which takes half width on medium screens, with bold title. Therefore here, we have created a right aligned space, that is currently empty, reserved for future features like an add product button. Next we have to write card body division tag. So here, we have created the main area for the DataTables table to display product data. Inside the card body, we have to write table element with ID product table and Bootstrap table classes. Thereby here, we have created the target table for DataTables with bordered styling, matching the ID that will be used in the React useEffect setup. Inside the table, we have to write table head section. So here, we have defined column headers for DataTables to align and display product data properly. Next we have to write table row for headers. So here, we have started listing the column titles for the product table. First header for product ID data. Thus here, we have labeled the column for product ID and showing each product unique identifier. Second header for category. So here, we have labeled the column for category name and displaying which category the product belongs to. Third header for product name. So here, we have labeled the column for product name and showing the name of the product. Fourth header for product price. Hence here, we have labeled the column for product price and displaying the cost of the product. Fifth header for product status. Therefore here, we have labeled the column for the active-inactive badge display. Sixth header for product image. Thus here, we have labeled the column for displaying product images, which likely as thumbnails. Seventh header for actions. Consequently here, we have labeled the column for edit buttons and providing product management options. Finally we have to write export default statement with component name like product management. Thereby here, we have exported the product management component for use in routing, typically at /products, within a protected route, to ensure admin-only access. So here, our simple product management component is ready. Now we want to import this component into App.js file. So here, we have goes into App.js file, and under this, we have to write import statement with component name like product management, with path of product management component. After import component, now we have goes into routes component, and under this, we have create new route component with path attribute is equal to /products URL, on which product management component load in browser. After this, we have to write element attribute is equal to open and close bracket, and between this, we have to write open and close product route component, and between this component, we have to write product management component name. So here, we have defined product route for access this product management component, so only admin can access this component. After this, we want to add product management link into main layout file. So we have to open layout.jsx file, and here in admin block, we have to write link tag with class name attribute is equal to navigation link class. And to attribute is equal to /products, and between we have to write product. So it will make clickable link for goes into product management component page, and here, product management component has been added into main layout. So here, our product management component is ready. Now we have goes into browser. First we have refresh web page, and after refresh of web page, here we can see that product link has been added into side menu. Now we have click on this product link, and after click on product link, here we can see that product management component has been loaded on web page with blank data. Next we want to load product table data into this product management component page.